It's on, baby. Alrighty, well, here we are with our Jackson 5 string bass right here. And we are just going to go right into it. We got the electronics and stuff like that. We went out and we bought a brand new set of pre-wired 3-way powered wiring, active wiring for this. So we're going to go ahead and start putting this together. We got it looking real nice, but and I've kind of pre-fit everything so that I'm pretty sure that everything's going to fit the way it's supposed to. We shouldn't run into any problems. So we're just going to go ahead and get started here. First thing I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this bridge on here. And the first thing we got to do for that is we got to stick the wire for the ground wire through there. So that's going to go through that hole right there, I'm pretty sure. Let's see where that comes out at. Comes right through here. Let's see here. Where's that going to come out at? Aha, there we go. Oh, I see now. Alright, so put it right through there. Alright. There's a little hole there, you couldn't even see it. Alright, now we got that laying just the way we want it. We'll bring that back around and bring that underneath there. And now we can lay our plate on there. Just make sure we're not going to put that wire's not laying across any of the screws or anything. And it is not laying across any of the screws. Okay, let's get our screws out here and find out what's what. And I guess I might as well just go ahead and tell you what, let me take half a second and I am going to put these screws and stuff in their categories for what goes where and all that good stuff. So be right back. Alright, we are back. We got all of our screws and stuff all sorted out so we know where everything's at. It's all in the piles and stuff. So we're going to start putting this body back together. Now one of the first things we got to do is we got to put these grommets in the back here. So we're just going to put those, we're going to set those right in the hole. And guess what? We're going to take we're going to take a hammer. We're just going to hammer them in. Just got to be careful, don't hit nothing, okay? Success. Got to go in, and then we're just going to keep on doing that right across the board here. We want to just do one at a time, though. Go right on in there. We're not damaging them or anything like that. Okay. Alright. My wife was yelling, "You're banging too much." Okay. I'll be quiet. Okay. We had to go ahead and get our bridge assembled here. And we got that all together and everything like that. And we made sure we had to do a little bit of work to that. So we're just going to go ahead and set this right on here. That's sliding out a little bit. There we go. Set that right on there. And we got our screws for it already right here. I'm going to drop some screws in the holes there. Yep. This one's coming along real nice here. And we want to make sure that let's make sure our wire is in there first. Yep, it is sitting there. Okay, alright. Just want to make sure that wire's there. Because that's what grounds out the strings and everything like that. And if you don't have that wire in there, boy, you'll get some hum for sure. Alright, we can get our screws in there. I think this one's going to come back together real nice. Alright, and the screwdriver. Oh, a big screwdriver. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Alright. We're going to go ahead and put these down. We got the neck all ready for this. Bought ourselves some new electronics for it. So we have some new wiring for it. And some brand new strings. Got everything for it. We kind of had to go pre-fit the pickups in it because once you paint stuff, this cavity here got a little bit smaller, so we had to kind of go out and get the ridge off of it and stuff like that and get it so the pickup would fit in there good. We're going to go ahead and put these right down here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out for Christmas and get myself a electric power drill, you know, so I don't have to sit here, you know, I can make it a little bit quicker. Get this stuff down. Move into the modern age here. Don't mind the screwdriver, but sometimes it gets to be a bit much. Like now. And these screws are a mile long. Okay. Get that down in there. There we go. We'll get all of our controls in here. We'll get all of our strap button and everything like that on there. Yep. Tell you what. We're gonna finish this up right here. We're gonna put the strap buttons on it, and we are going to put we'll get the pickups installed. Well, we'll just go ahead and put the strap button on. So I'll be back in just half a second here. Alright, I got the screws for the bridge here, the tailpiece and everything. And we got the strap buttons on there, see? They're looking real good. There we go. And now we are going to put the pickups in here. And we're just gonna, they have little magnets, or they have little springs here. Let's see what we got going on here. 1, 2, 3. Over here. Imagine which ones take the smaller ones. I have no idea. That's 2 springs right there. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them springs, and there's 4 of those, so that goes there and that goes there. Okay, we got to figure it out. Beep, 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 beep. All right, let's run our wire through here. We're going to do this one first, I guess. Run our wire through. Sure it comes out. There we go. All right, she made it through. Okay, now we are going to take, see, all these screws the same. 2, 4, 6. So they appear to be all the same. So we'll take these screws right here, stick them through there like that. So it's funny putting the stuff back together and just taking it apart, huh? Alright, and now we got 4 little screws. Now I think these are going to go on like this, the short side up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these springs right down in there. Right down the hole. At least that's what I'm going to try, okay? We'll set that right there, and we'll set these springs right down the hole. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Oops, it fell over. Get this one in there. See if it's wide and tighten up. Well, you can't really see it because I got the pickup in the way right now. But let's see if we can't get something to hold these with for a second. Just gonna pull it over. It's a little pair of pliers. We'll set that right down on there, nice. Alright. Okay. And we set that right there. Come on. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, easier way of doing this too, but hey, you know, I like to muddle my way through things sometimes. Okay, now we're going to take the pickup, we're just going to drop right down into that spring that fell. Come on, stand up, sucker. Alright. So we're going to put that right down. Oh, that's because the magnet keeps hitting. Alright. So that's what we got to do then. Okay. So we're just going to stick them on over the thing like this. And the magnet should hold them on, right? Oops, put it on the wrong way. Let's do it that way. With the small end towards the top. That one's right, but this one is wrong. Okay. Alright, let's get my wire underneath here. Pull it out some. Come on. It has to be difficult, doesn't it? Can't just go in easy like. Alright, let's see if we can't drop you in. Yeah, let's do it like this. Do it right from the side like this here. What the? Alright, let's see. Alright, well, the only thing I can think of is that my screws are hitting. No, my screws are not hitting. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to fool around with this on camera, okay? Tell you what, when I got it figured out and I'm going to get the pickups in, okay? And when I get them in, I'll be back. Alright. We got some pickups installed in there. And they're looking pretty good. They are looking pretty good. Okay. I think the next step here is going to be to get some wiring in this sucker. So we're going to get our bag of goodies here, little washers. There we go. Our nuts and stuff for all the pots. Okay, we got this bread. Let's just widen out a little bit. Wide shot. All right, there we go. Okay. So basically, what we're going to do here, I think, is we are going to unravel all this. Some kind of coherentness. Alright. That looks pretty good right there. Alright, so we're going to flip around over here. Alright. So, let's find our volume pot. Let's see. Volume pot's going to be right here. Okay. And then we want our three mixes. We want our bass, treble, and mid-range. So, treble, treble, mid-range, bass, and mix. All right. So, let's find out what we got here. We got these little barb suckers. I know them will go on first. So, let's get them on first. So we got the volume right there. Stick that one through, and let's get a washer and a nut. Why do I got some big washers? See, 2, 4, 5. Oh, one's for the output jack. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we'll put that one on there right there. And we get this little nut, and it looks like they're fitting pretty good. They're sticking through just enough. Okay, we got that one started. Okay. Let's make sure we got everything straight. I'm trying not to scratch up the body any. Okay, now we're going to go with our treble one, our treble and our thing. So, get a stab around there. In fact, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to get all three of these all at once. 2, 3. We get the bass on there too. those, oops, those put through there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we come around the other side here. Gotta hold those in with our fingers. And we'll get some washers on them. One down there. A nut. You can see what I'm doing, but we're getting it down there. Push those through with your finger a little bit. Alright. And then one here. Push that one through. I think these pots are just the right length in the shaft and everything like that. Looks like they're fitting good. Put that on there. And we'll get a little knot on there. Okay. And then we got our mix pot. So we got to come around here. Let's put a screw on our mix pot. There. Put that down there. Now our mix pot is where we attach our stuff. So maybe I don't want to attach that yet, because we have got to put this. We got to attach the pickups to that mix pot. So we are going to leave that loose for now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that loose, and we're going to put our jack in here. Okay. So we can put that right through there like that. So you're going to fit through there like that. Okay, we're going to take this last pot out. We're going to take that base pot out. Give me a little room just to get that in there. Alright. Tell you what, while I'm fumbling around with all this stuff, we're going to go ahead and get the controls all installed. And we'll get it ready so that all we got to do is just solder in the pickups. Okay? And then we'll give it a shot and see if it works. Alrighty. Well, we had a good time. Oh, it's been a good time here trying to get this wiring in there and get it all running. And we got it all in there and we got it together just like it was supposed to be, and then it wouldn't work because one of the wires from the, that was in, because this is a pre-made, pre-wired wiring, harness, basically. And one of the wires come off anyways. One of the wires come off from the mixing pot. So we had to go back in there and solder that back on there and figure it out, and we got it going. And we got everything tucked in there real nice. You can see that, it looks real nice. Got it all tucked in here, and now what we're going to do is put the backing plate on here. Make sure that fits down there. We'll make sure we got all these wires and stuff tucked in there, nothing sticking out. There we go. And we'll get this on here. Just like that there. And we can flip this over, and we'll put some knobs on the front of it. And then guess what we can do? We can put the neck on it. Hey! So we're going to do that. We get these on here. Let's see. One more screw. There we go. Alright. I'm going to flip this thing over. And voila. Okay. Get that towel out of the way there. And there we go. She's looking pretty good now. Look at that there. Starting to look like a guitar. And then we got these here knobs right here. And they look like they're in all right shape. I was going to see if I could clean them up or something like that, but they look like they're in all right shape. So we're going to go ahead and stick these right in there. Hopefully they fit. Let's see, is that turned all the way down? It's all the way up right there. So put that right in there like that. Yep, they seem to be all the same. Hold on, be right back. All right, that was some good news. That was my boy. He just got him a job at Walmart. Good old Walmart. Let's see. That's going to be... that's off. Well, that's my blend knob, ain't it? Right there. Is it? I thought that was my blend knob. That's got one of them too. That's got an E detent in it too. Okay, I'm going to put the detent. It's got a spot in it. They all do. They all got a spot in them. Alright, so, except for the volume, that don't. Okay, so I'm going to put those, so when they're at the blend spot right there, they're straight up and down. Okay, put that right on there. And these have little green arrows on them, just little arrows. But they got the lines through the caps, as you can probably see. I don't know. But that looks pretty good. We'll put that one on there like that right there. And then we got one more. Man, look at this sucker starting to come together. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Now see, that's straight up. Now if you want to go that way, you blend it that way. You want to go that way, you blend it that way. Is that sucking down on the paint a little bit? Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I think it's good. I think it's looking good. Yeah, heck yeah, that's looking nice. Ooh. Let me see, we zoom it in. Looky there. Oh, now. Who's trying to look like a badass, huh? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boy, she sure is a spanky and sparkly. Okay. Let's get this rest of this junk out of the way here. I don't think we need any more of this stuff here. Got all that. Got all that. Now. Oh, I can unplug this soldering iron too. Don't need that over here burning. There we go. Got that out the way. Gonna have I know it's not morning jam, but hey, I'm drinking coffee. Because I'm thirsty. Alright. Now, here we're going to take this. If you guys remember, our neck. Hey. There we go. Swipe out. Okay. There's our neck. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the tuners on it and stuff like that. So, we're going to take this body. It's a beautiful, beautiful body, man. I'm so happy about how that turned out, man. That is just good. All right, let's go put some tuners on this thing here. All right, we got them all set too. We went through. I had to replace a couple of the little, you know, that's why. Let's go tighten it a little bit. You see these little washers right here. These little washers right here. There was a few of them that were missing, and those are important because if those get cracked or are missing, then this whole thing has some slop in it because that's what keeps the tension. When you tighten down on that screw, it keeps the tension on it. So, we wanted to make sure those were right, so we went ahead and put some new washers in there. And actually, what we did is we took a little bit of just regular, like, fish tank air tubing and just slice off a little slice. And you stick that right in there. Fits in there just perfect, and it works just perfect, too. So, what do you say? Let's get some tuners on this bad rat here. Okay, and we're just gonna stick that one right in there like that. And look at our little doohickey. And we need our Big Daddy washers too. See, we'll put our Big Daddy washer on there, and then put that on, and start to screw it in. There we go. You know what? I'm having some problems with these, so I want to make sure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these all down and stuff like that, make sure they're all working good, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I wanted to show you guys something. You see, I was having trouble getting these to go into the tuner here, you know, to slide in there like that. And you got to hold it just right, and you got to screw it in there just right because, widen out just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a flat spot on that right there where there's no threads. So there's not threads all the way around it. So that's why it's making it so difficult. So you really gotta, and they're fine threads in there to begin with. So you really gotta make sure that you, when you put it on there like that, you kind of jiggle it around and be real ginger about how you put it in there. So we're gonna give this another shot here. So In fact, even just taking it apart can be kind of tricky. You get it just right and hold it up and support it, and yeah, it's not exactly the best fit. So let's widen out a little bit. All right, so maybe we'll just kind of go over here a little bit. All right, so I went ahead and I put them all on there, or I went ahead and put the things on them so that they would, see that one right there, okay. Now we're gonna give this a whirl here. We're just gonna put it on there real gingerly, just so that it doesn't get cross-threaded or anything like that. See, once you get it on there for a little bit, it should be fine. Okay, and then we'll see if I got a socket in here for this. Put this on, I think I just might. That's not it. That is it. Haha, what do you know? That doesn't happen hardly ever. First shot, get it right on the first shot. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put that on just like that real loosely. Okay. Now, because see what I want to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these on, get everything on there and loose, and then we're going to go back and tighten it all up. And then put the screws in. Okay. So we're just going to kind of get that together, you know, roughing it in is what I guess you could say. And we're going to make sure we get these on the right sides. So the things are all going down. There we are. And I'll get this one in there. Let's see, this one goes on this side. Alright, got that right there. You know, these this Jackson is not a bad little bass. You know, I think I paid maybe 50 or 60 bucks for it. You know, on Facebook Marketplace from a nice lady here in town, and I think that it's worth about $600 or $700. So it might be, you know, might have found us a little gem. Well, it's not a gem, but you know what I mean. That's Ibanez. All right, we're getting those on there. Alright, we got them all roughed in, do we? Yeah, kind of preliminarily tightened down. Alright, there. Now, we're going to come back here. We're going to line up these holes and we'll put these... Can you see? Let's see if we can... we'll zoom in a little bit. Oops, sorry about that finger. Alright, there we are. We'll go back down this way a little bit. Is that good? Good, what's up, Pat? Alright, here we go. We're going to put the screws in the back of the tuners here. I'm using my real little small screwdriver there. We're just gonna put those in. We're not trying to dynamite these in, and these aren't really for holding it in. They're for more or less just holding the thing straight so it doesn't turn. And there we go. There's that hole right there. Yep. Yeah, I'll be kind of glad when I got a little power screwdriver. But you know, sometimes on this kind of small stuff, you know, I think I'm gonna have to have the right one that's not too powerful but not too weak either. You know, that's supposed to be right there. There we go. Yeah, I can't wait to get this thing strung up and playing it, man. It's gonna sound great. All right, we got that one down. Let me recheck that one right there. Okay, that one's good. And you know, we went through this whole thing here. And, you know, all right, we got a $60 bass that we paid, you know, we paid 60 bucks for our Marketplace. And then we turned around and we had to buy the wiring kit for it, which was 20 bucks. And I bought a couple cans of spray paint, which was about, I don't know, 10 bucks, 10, 12 bucks, something like that. And let's see, I had a pack of strings that were about $30, something like that, or maybe it was more like about 20, 25 bucks, something like that. I think, you know, it is a 5-string, so they do charge a little bit more for those. But Oh, and I forgot the glitter, you know, a little bit of glitter, which, you know, we had hanging around the house. So, you know, for, you know, whatever, we got, you know, another 60 bucks or so, we got us a nice guitar. Okay, let's go come back around the front here, and we'll tighten these all up real good. And I'm just tightening them with my hands. I'm not trying to get no wrench on there, nothing like that, you know. We just want them to be good and tight. Just like that there. Do that with my other hand. Getting old, that arthritis can be kind of kicking sometimes. Alright, and those are all tight. Okay, now, I got a little special treat for you too right here. We did something special with the truss rod cover. And here we go. Bam! What do you think? I don't know. It looks good from here. It's one of those things where you gotta kind of look at it. But anyways, we'll see what it looks like. If we don't like it, we can always take it off. It's just applied to it, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and stick that on there though. Ah, there we go. There's the screw hole. I like things to be a little bit special, you know? If it doesn't have a little bit of pizzazz, doesn't have a little bit of character, you know, then it's not going to have any mojo, you know? Well, I can't say that, but, you know, because, you know, it doesn't, guitar doesn't have to be fancy to have mojo, but, you know, like I said before, you know, I kind of try to let the guitar tell me what it wants, you know. You know, is it a sleeper? You know, is it the kind of one that wants to stay kind of, you know, behind the crowds and you know, stealthy and just kind of, you know, be something you wouldn't expect, or does it want to be flashy and, you know, all nice? But man, let's widen out a little bit. I'm thinking that looks pretty nice. Look at that. Well, bam. Get the back of them all on there real nice. Everything's looking real good. It's time to put us a body together. What do you say? I got my screws sitting right here, nice and handy. Everything's looking good and dandy. Alright. Oh, I've already pre-fitted this in there. I'm pretty sure that it's going to fit. But I could be wrong. I have been before in the past. And I know it's a tight fit. She wants to go. And she will go. I think that does it right there. We got her in there. Okay, now we're going to just screw it down. Sometimes you got to get a little violent with it. Because that is a tight fight there. And we got the, you know, we painted it. So that's going to take up a little bit of that space. You know, that's what I'm trying to say, I guess. And now we got our little grommets here that we got to put in there. We'll widen there and we'll tighten it a little bit. Okay. And we got our little grommets that go down in there to hold it, you know, because it's against the wood. Okay. And then we got these little another grommets that go in there, and those are going to have to get tapped in there a little bit. Yes, sir. That is how that goes. Right there. And right chair. Now I am going to give these just a little bit of friendly persuasion here. Well, not that one. See, let's get that straight there. Get it squared in the hole first. There we go. Now she'll go. Get that square. The square. So you don't want to try to force it in when it's you know it's on a little bit of an angle right there. I don't know if you can't probably see that, but it's on a little tiny bit of an angle. So we're gonna get it about right there, and now I can tap it in there. Okay. Alright, we're careful not to hit anything. Okay, now I got two different size screws here. So I am looking at this net going, the short one's going in the back. Because there ain't much back there. That's the thin part, and this is the thick part up here. So I'm gonna assume that's how they go. Like I, you know, and every once in a while you come across one of these guitars that's got a neck that's got different size screws holding it in. So we're gonna make sure we get that on there. Man, I'm getting kind of stoked. We're not gonna tighten these down quite yet. We're just gonna get them in place. And then we'll tighten them down, sort of torque them down in a torque pattern. But the way that is fitting in that body, I don't think we're gonna have much problem. And it is. I'm looking at the heel right here where it meets, and it's tight. So we'll get that going there. You know what? I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to put a little bit of coconut oil on the thread because it's going a little bit too hard. I don't like that. Just a little bit of coconut oil on there. That helps. There we go. Just right down in there. And I'll show. Go down there like nobody's business. Oh, look at that. Now what I want to do is I want to come over here to these back two. I want to make sure that these are down nice and tight. Okay. And let's try to do this without Alright, I'll get these nice and tight. You kind of hear it cinching down in there. That's what you want. You notice how I'm hanging on this screwdriver with two hands here. I don't want it to go, you know, flying across the body, boy. I'll tell you what. I mean, we could fix it, but I don't want to have to. Okay, now just give it a little bit, and it's in there so tight. I just want to make sure that I tapped it down a little bit because this one here is still tightening it down just a little bit there. All right. All right. Got her in there. Here she is with the neck. Look at her. Oh boy. She sure is looking pretty. Look at that, man. Just how that. You know, and I'm going to tell you right now, this surface right here, it's not smooth. There's a little bit of a bump to it and stuff. Because if I just, you know what, it looks good, and if it, in my book, if it looks good, it is good, you know, and it's a little bit rough, but it's smooth. I mean, it's smooth, it's shiny, it's polished and everything like that, but it has a little texture to it, and I think that kind of makes the glitter pop a little bit. I mean, look how faceted that is. I mean, you know, I mean, it's grabbing some light and doing nice things with it. Okay, so, man, look at that. We're in high cotton over here, ain't we? All right. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to stop here because now is the time we would go ahead and we would throw the strings on it and we would start the setup portion of this. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day right now. It's getting a little bit late and we're going to, you know, I got some things to take care of. But man, it's, oh my, it is looking good. So, you know, we are going to say adios for now for Mojo Shop Guitar. Baby. Thank you for watching Mojo Shop Guitar. Please like,